On a sunny day, Montreal comes alive at the corner of Saint Laurent and Sainte Catherine. The glass facade of a modern building reflects a blue sky with clouds. The MEM's white logo splashes over a red background. Who are you?
Stéphane Ricci. Auparavant,
Previously, I was with the City of Montreal in the Culture Department. I was assistant to the director, and I was responsible for the Quartier des Spectacles.
How did you collaborate with the MEM?
At the time, when the idea came up of moving the Montreal History Center downtown to the Quartier des Spectacles, I was greatly involved in finding locations in the area, with the History Center team and Culture Department. We identified different sites.
Who are you?
I'm an architect by training. I decided to work for the city and I started in 2001.
How did you collaborate with the MEM?
Well, the adventure begins in 2017. It was my department that asked me to participate in the development of what was called, at the time, the new Montreal History Center. The project started with the culture team to specify the space planning program for the new History Center in Quartier Saint Laurent.
Why set up the MEM in Quartier Saint Laurent? Stéphane Ricci.
The first floor was vacant, and we had always wanted to install a cultural site there. It was one of the objectives in the Quartier des Spectacles project. For each real estate project in the area, we sought to insert a cultural activity. The Quartier des Spectacles is the beating heart of Montreal. This is where we find the largest concentration of cultural institutions, ranging from creation, production, training, cultural diffusion. This is what makes it rich. And the MEM, as a museum institution, but also a citizen space, bearing Montreal's memory, revealing Montreal's cultural richness and identity, is a fundamental element of the Quartier des Spectacles, by virtue of its mission and identity.
How did you support the MEM team? Remy Paul Laporte.
The support was gradual. At first with the MEM team, we had regular coordination meetings to develop the MEM program, which was, on the one hand, to plan the History Center site, including administrative space, and on the other hand, everything else, the whole museum part, all those elements that had to be kept in concert with the MEM team, so that we find a route that is interesting, intelligent, functional. And that's what we've been working to implement on plans.
What was this collaboration like?
I would say it was almost like a family job. The MEM team is very close-knit, so it's like joining a family with very specific intentions. It required an effort of understanding on both sides to reorganize the program in a space 3 times larger and much more technological than we had before.
What has been stimulating in this mandate?
I would say, to work with people who we rarely get the opportunity to work with in my field, who are used to working with and for the public, and are concerned with how visitors receive the place.
It was an extraordinary opportunity because it allowed me, with the History Center team, with the Culture Department, to reinvent a new institution, to create a new space, to invent it, to define it, according to values that were very stimulating and promising. In fact, we wanted it to become a typical Montreal space, which Montrealers would like to frequent regularly, even daily, and not just once a year when there is a new exhibition.
MEM and City of Montreal. Audio description, Elocucio.